Jumping on crafting with you once again this morning. I know I'm not in lockdown anymore, but it's super fun to hang out with my crafty friends. Quite often here on YouTube and Facebook. So no matter where you're watching from, if you're watching from YouTube, please say hello. If you're watching from Facebook, please jump on and say hello and let me know where you're watching from. Now, if you're watching on YouTube, you need to sign into your YouTube app to be able to comment on any of my live videos. So if you're having trouble and you don't know how you can see the comments or how you can log in to the comments, then you need to be logged into your YouTube app to be able to comment and see other people's comments. If you're on Facebook, please feel free to comment, jump on, say hello, let me know where you're watching from. So hello, and we've got welcome. We've got Karen, Bree, and Glenda, first three cabs off the rank. Good morning, everyone. So I decided to jump on and do a little bit of a quick crafty session with you this morning because, as usual, I like hanging out with all of my crafty friends, and we have some awesome things going on with Stampin' Up. And so I just like to keep you up to date with what's going on. So if this is the first time that you have watched me, my name is Donna Gray, and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in New South Wales, Australia, and I sell all things to do with paper crafting. Stampin' Up is an awesome company that I am a part of, and any of the products that I use during any of my live videos at the current time that I'm doing the videos, you are able to purchase them through my online store, or you're able to pop them into a starter kit and join our awesome Stampin' Up community and get a discount on all of your products. So there's two different ways of buying. One is paying full retail price. The other is actually joining Stampin' Up and getting a 20% discount on all of your crafting supplies. So there's a great opportunity there, and it's all about actually joining a crafty community. So one of the things that I have people say to me the most is, I've got these products and I don't know how to use them. Now that's why we jump onto YouTube or Facebook and we watch the videos and we see people crafting with the products, and of course, when we see what they do and we fall in love with what they do, we simply want to have those products. So you can actually purchase the products through my online store. You will always find the links in my show more box down below on YouTube, and you will find the links in the description of the video on Facebook. So if you wanted to purchase anything from me, feel free to jump on those links and do it online. If you're not comfortable with ordering online, I also offer the service that if you want to call me, I can place your order as a customer order over the phone. As simple as that. So if you're not up with the technology that you want to purchase things online and do your own shopping, by all means reach out to me, call me, and I would be more than happy to place your order for you, or more than happy to talk to you about joining my awesome crafty community. We're an awesome bunch of girls. We're called the Wild Heart Crafters, and we are all over Australia, and we are a super fun crafty community. It is great to be a part of such a positive group of girls all over Australia. And hi Diane, she's a hobby demo from Maryland and she loves my videos. Thank you. So please jump on, say hello. If you're somebody that's been lurking in the background and never been game to say hello, please say hello. Let me know where you're watching from, because I love meeting awesome new crafty friends and I love chatting away with my regular followers. So I just want to thank each and every one of you for turning up and watching my videos, turning up and chatting on my videos, for sharing my videos and hitting that like button, because that all helps me with my Stampin' Up business. So I just want to thank each and every one of you, because I love hanging out with you all and I love chatting with you and I love sharing some inspiration with you as well. So I'm just going to pop the camera down now and chat about a few things that we have going on, and I'm going to craft with I'm going to show you the Santa, the Love Santa tag kit. I'm going to show you what's in that. I was on Kim's video earlier, Katie. Kim is a good friend of mine in the UK. So thank you for joining me. I'm glad she asked, was I on? Hopefully Kim's going to jump on here. I don't know whether she's finished her video yet or not. So I just want to tell you a little bit about what's going on, and I also want to show you the Love Santa tag kit. Now, the Love Santa tag kit, I have a class with this coming up, and I've still got registrations open if you wanted to join in. It's a 2.5-hour Zoom crafty class, so it's super, super fun. And what you get for the fee to actually attend the class, you get the kit delivered to your doorstep, and you get to hang out and craft with other crafty people for about 2.5 hours. So I jump on, we make the tags and things together, and I'll give you a few other different ideas what you can do with the tag kit. And it's a super, super fun way of getting your tag kit, but also getting to hang out with some crafty people. So if you're interested in that, the link is in the show more box down below on YouTube, and it's also in the description of the video. So it's called the Love Santa Tag Kit Zoom Craft Party class. All right, so another thing that we have that's happening at the moment, we have what we call the Eden's Garden Suite. Now, this Eden's Garden Suite is a brand new suite that is coming in our January to June mini catalog next year. Okay, so this is not been released yet. We as demonstrators are able to purchase it now. If you joined my crafty community, you can pop this into your starter kit, and I am telling you, it is simply a stunning suite of products. Now, for a limited time, the stamps and the dies will be actually going through, and they will be in our January to June mini catalog, but the paper and the embellishments will not be going through. So the only time that you can get your hands on this right now this month is to join my crafty community and put it into your starter kit. And it's an awesome bundle of products. So you can see here, we've got the stamp set, we've got the dies, we've got the papers. Now the paper is gorgeous. I'll just grab actually the bundle and the papers in case you haven't seen it yet. Okay, there. All right, so this is the stamp set in person, and these are the dies. So you can see there, even just alone, the stamp set is gorgeous. It's got beautiful foliage stamps, but it's also got really good sentiments. Hello there, sending hugs. Dear friend, how are you? My heart is tied to yours. Tug if you need anything. Let's celebrate everything. So it's got some really great sentiments. I love the script. I absolutely love the script because I love this beautiful running writing and then that typescript. I think it looks really, really nice when we stamp it. And these dies are simply gorgeous. I did make a really nice gift card with this, but sadly I actually sent it out. Well, it was a swap that I did, so I've sent it out already, so I can't show you, but there is a video. If you're on YouTube, you can go back and check out the video, but I made a gorgeous gift card holder using this beautiful suite of products. So that's the stamps and the dies. These are the gorgeous embellishments. So you can see here, these are soft succulent, and these are supposed to be cherry cobbler. I don't think they're cherry cobbler. I think they're more like they have blues and reds and golds. They're more like an iridescent type of look, but simply gorgeous. Now, these will not be getting carried through. This paper is simply stunning. And I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I have been told that the paper and the embellishments will not be going through. So gorgeous gold foil accents. It is a beautiful stamp, Laura. I do agree. And then on the back, it's got more neutral patterns. Okay, so everybody loves gold accents on paper. They are absolutely stunning. There's one that has little tiny, this one here, it has tiny, can you see those tiny little gold dots? It's absolutely gorgeous. So that is one lot of the paper. And then they've got this new type of paper, which is called cotton paper. And it's a little bit like a stronger tissue paper. It's got the feel of tissue paper, but a bit sturdier than tissue paper. I have seen it die cut. So yes, you can use it through your die cutting machine, and gorgeous paper. So you get all of that. If you purchase the whole entire suite, it only costs $144. So for $144, you will get all of that. Okay, so you could pop that in a starter kit today and join my crafty community right now and enjoy being in amongst other awesome, positive people in our crafty group. So this is just a really quick card that I created. You can see here, look at that. It's a distinctive stamp set. So it's really, really absolutely beautiful. You're a demonstrator, but not as a business. Where are you from, Laura? Okay, so you can see there, that was just a simple quick card that I did on Instagram. I think it was, I did that. Simple quick card using the designer series paper, using some punches for the sentiment, and then just using a couple of different colors there with the gorgeous stamps. So, so as I said, that is available for us as demonstrators right now. So if you wanted to purchase that, I will be doing a class on it. I will be doing a class in November, and the details will go up very, very soon about the class that I'll be doing with it. So if you want to register for the class, I will be getting that sorted. Make sure you're on my email list. So if you haven't seen the registration link to jump onto my email list, please make sure you get on the email list. That is how I advertise all of my classes, everything that I have going on. So if you're not on that email list, plus you get a free PDF tutorial every week from me, from one of my projects that I do on my videos. So I also have Monthly Stamps Club. The Monthly Stamps Club for this month is the Christmas season stamp set, costs $50 per month. I am taking registrations for that right now. If you wanted to, there's a link in the show more box down below. Okay, California. Yep, from near Palm Springs. Yep. Laura, there's many people that don't do it as a business. And you know what? That's the beauty of Stampin' Up, that you can actually join just to get a discount off your products and just enjoy a crafty community. So that's why it's super fun. Okay, so Stamps Club, as I said, I will be taking bookings for this for about the next 5 or so days. So if you wanted to actually be a part of my Stamps Club, by all means, fill in the registration form and get crafting with us. What I do with my Stamps Club is we pick what Stamps Club is going to be for the month. We take payments and get everything sorted. I design the projects, and I've actually already designed the projects. You get to make 6 cards. So you get all the card kit cut, ready to go to make 6 beautiful cards. I also offer an optional upgrade if you wanted to include the dies and get the bundle. I also add an optional upgrade for that each month. That is optional, but if you just want to do the basic level, it's $50 per month. You get to make 6 cards and you get a video tutorial with the card kit to make your 6 cards. Okay, Zoom craft party is happening now. Registrations for this close on the 20th of this month. So what are we today? 13th, 14th? So there's only a few more days left to get in on my Zoom craft party. You're going to see the tag kit today. I'm going to show you what's involved in the tag kit today. And as I said, for the fee that you pay, you get the kit plus the gorgeous little treat bags, plus a 2.5-hour crafting session via Zoom with me on the 3rd of November at 6 p.m. If you cannot turn up on the 3rd of November, you can still participate in the class because there will be a Zoom recording. So if you can't attend the class itself, I mean, it is more fun if you attend the class yourself in person because you get to craft along with other people and chat with other crafty people. But if you can't, I will actually send you the recording of the class itself, so of the Zoom call. So it's a cute little tag kit. It makes 12 tags. And as I said, for the class, you will get the treat bags included as well as the tags. So the link for that is in the description of this video. It's in the show more box down below, and it's in the description of the Facebook video. And last but not least, my Global Creative Tutorial Bundle is available right now. For this month, we're doing the whimsical trees. Next month, we are going to be doing the painted Christmas season suite. So it's a super awesome tutorial that's coming through, and I've seen some of the projects already. So we're designing that already right now. So we have 12 top demos around the world that we each create a project using the same bundle of products, and you get 12 different takes on that. So if you've got the whimsical trees stamp set or bundle, you definitely want the Global creative tutorial bundle. So the global creative tutorial bundle is $22 to purchase, or you can purchase 6 months at a one-off cost and you only pay for 5 months. So it costs $22 each month if you want to get it monthly, or it also, if you want to buy the 6-month pack, you only pay $110. So you get 1 month for free if you buy it 6 months straight out. All right, so enough chatting. You want to see things, I'm sure of it. So this is the gorgeous Love Santa tag kit. Now, I haven't opened it yet. I only got it delivered yesterday afternoon, so that's why I thought I would jump on this morning and do a quick video with you. Laura's saying that's what I love about Stampin' Up! And also being a demonstrator, and love, love, love their products and chatting with fellow demonstrators. And that is actually what it's all about. Karen's saying, I'm going to show your comment there, Karen. Karen is saying the Stamps Club is awesome. Karen has been one of my Stamps Club members for a long, long time, and she has enjoyed being a part of that Stamps Club. And guess what? Yes, Karen's one of those who joined and just got the discount too. So Karen has had a fantastic time. It's the second time that Karen has joined my team, which has been super, super awesome. She has joined earlier on in the piece, and she has now joined back again. So it's a fun company to be a part of, and great to be a part. You tried to do it as a business, but it wasn't for me. And you know what, Laura, for some people it is, for some people it's not. Okay, let's open up this kit. Okay, so these kits are all-inclusive kits. Now, this is the fun part about these kits. You get a stamp set. So in this one, we've got a stamp set that says Love Santa, Merry. It's got so you could do Merry Christmas. It's got Merry and Bright. It's got to and from to pop on the back of the tags. It's also got special delivery, and it's got a cute little present, joy, a beautiful little leaf there. Now, you also get a Night of Navy ink spot, and you also get everything in the kit. So I'm going to open up this kit so you can see what's in it. You also get everything else that you need to make these tags. So it's super, super fun to get these all-inclusive kits, but you get a block as well. So even if you purchase a couple of these kits and it's the first time you've crafted, you will get a stamp set that will be yours to keep, and you'll be able to use it in time to come. And you get dimensionals, you get a block, you get the twine, you get some cute little, and these are our in-color gems. So there you go. You get some of our in-color gems, and I've got some sitting here just on my desk here too. So, so you get some of our in-color gems. You get die-cut tags, and you get a couple of sheets of those. You then get these gorgeous tags. Now, look at how the size of these tags, they're super, super cute. These could be super awesome on your gifts. So you've got your tag here, and we've got other embellishments, and it's got a little hole that you can pop out here to put your string through, okay? So they're quite large. I can show you compared to an ink pad, that's how large they are. So that will show you, hey, Kim, you must have just finally jumped off your live. So that's actually how large the tags are. So they're super cute. Were your ears burning? Julie is here. Julie joined for the discount and to learn a new craft. So as you can see, and yes, now Julie's just put a great comment up there about these tags. Now, if you're not really into tags, they would be good on a card as well. So you could use them as a feature on a card, but they're also great for tags. They're also great for making these. I'll show you in a minute. So we've got those tags, plus there's this one here. This super cute little truck with the presents. I absolutely love it, and excellent for newbies as a gift. You know what? If you've got someone that you think might be into crafting, even some of like people's children, grandchildren would love this. You could give this to them as a gift, and you could get them to make their own Christmas tags for Christmas. You could even hang these on a Christmas tree if you wanted to do that. And exactly what Gay said, she loves the fact that they have a block in them as well. Super cute. So we've got that. We've also got some more tags, and we've got some embellishments there. We've got some glue dots as well. Now, in each kit, you always get a full instructional sheet. Janet's saying it looks like the Wiggles car. I think it does too. It's quite cute. So you can see here it shows you the finished tags and what they can look like. It also gives you a full step-by-step instruction sheet. So it shows you with pictures how to actually assemble your tags. Okay, and then you can actually do alternate projects as well. So if you're interested in attending my class, as I said, the link is up in the show more box, up in the box. I want to show you these bags as well. So that's everything that you get in the kit. And then they've also included an extra optional that you can do this, that we have these gorgeous treat bags. Okay, so you could fill up the treat bags. You could, hang on, I'll grab that tag. You could fill up some treat bags with your favorite treats and goodies, tie a ribbon around, and then have a gorgeous tag on the treat bags. Fran's saying exactly. So Fran, I'm going to show your message there too. My grandchildren will love these. So if you've got grandchildren that are into crafting, or you think they might be a little bit crafty, so we've got a Christmas tree pattern. We've got just like that diamond shape pattern. We've got cute little spotty patterns. And we also have like the cute little foliage patterns as well. So it is a super, super cute kit. And with these treat bags, and these treat bags are quite sturdy, and you get 12 treat bags in the box. Is it 12? Yeah. So you'll have enough treat bags. So if you wanted to do the class, as I said, the cost is only it costs $45 to do the class, and you will get the 12 treat bags, you will get the kit, and you will get a crafty session for 2.5 hours with myself and other crafty people. So if you're thinking about joining that class, by all means, make sure you jump onto that registration link and register as soon as you can. All right. So, and if you're on my email list, you will get emails about it as well. So I will be doing a class with that Eden's Garden as well. So a class will be coming in November with the Eden's Garden suite as well. So I will make sure that I will be sending out an email for that, and I will also be popping some links up for people. So I'm actually going to use the Words of Cheer stamp set this morning, and I'm just going to do a quick card. This has got some gorgeous dies. So you can see here we have the word happy, and we also have the word cheer. Now they are layering dies. So you've got one part here, and you've got the letters here as well. So the same with the happy. So it's a super, super gorgeous set of dies that go with this beautiful stamp set. So I'm just going to do a quick card with you this morning using this gorgeous Words of Cheer stamp set. So I think in the catalogue they actually had a card that was made with our beautiful pool party, and I think I'm going to actually probably do a card like that today. And I need some, just bear with me, I need some basic white thick cardstock for my base. I can grab it out here. I think this could be a base size. Let me see. No, it's not. I will cut it into a base size. All right. Do that and that. Okay. All right. So I have a basic white card base, and I'm just going to score that at 4 so I can fold that in half. Okay, so I've got that. Now I think I'm going to actually, I might use the happy dies. Is that what it said? Happy. So I might use that one and that one. Okay. Now I'm going to do a layer of pool party. So we'll do that. And I also need to grab a layer of white, and I've already got, I'll keep one of those for my insert, and I'll do this one. I'll cut it down 1/8 of an inch for that front. Okay. So like that. All right. Now I'm just going to cut that one down, and this is what I do with my scraps. When I have a scrap piece of paper here, I cut it into a layer that's going to layer up onto my cards, and I put it into one of these little boxes. So these are little bamboo boxes that I get from Kmart, actually. So they're bamboo boxes, and they hold layers perfectly. So what I do is, when I've got a scrap piece of paper and I've got it left over, I actually cut it and pop it into one of these little boxes. And then when I need to do layers, I could actually grab layers. And I could have probably grabbed, yes, I could have grabbed some layers from here, but I didn't. So that's actually what I do with my extra leftover bits, so that I'm not hoarding up a whole heap of scraps everywhere I go. All right, so I've got that and I've got that. Now I love this flower. The flower is absolutely gorgeous. So it's been pouring here in Coffs. It's pouring here. Well, it's not pouring here. Apparently it's pouring rain up at the Gold Coast as well. My daughter rang me this morning and she's like, oh my God, it's pouring. It's horrible. And I said, oh, it's not too bad. It's miserable weather here. Like it's not nice weather, but it's not pouring. So you do that too, Kim, with your layers? Yeah. Ouch. Okay, so I'm just going to grab a block to mount this stamp onto. If I can find my big block. There it is. Out of all the blocks, I was trying to find the big block. So for this one, you're going to need block E. So it's a fairly big, large flower. So you need block E. And I think what I'm actually going to do is, I think I might just emboss with this. So I'm going to grab just my embossing buddy and run it over that. Okay. And then I think I'm going to grab a pierce mat. And I do need a scrap piece of paper, which I have just here. Okay, I'll pop that in underneath. All right, so I'll grab my Versamark ink. And I'm going to ink up that flower. Whoop. Ink up my flower with my Versamark ink. Now, when I've got a large stamp, I like to actually put my stamp over on its back on the block and actually use my ink pad like that. So if I tried to do it with this big block and tried to stamp it down into an ink pad, it would be super, super hard to do that. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a bit of an edging with this flower. Which way do I want it to go? I think I'm going to go like that. Okay, I'm going to ink it up again. And I'm going to turn it around the other way, I think, just so it looks different. And there, like that. I'm going to pop my silver embossing powder on there so I can see where I've been. Sometimes it's easier to do that so you can see where you've been with your Versamark ink pad. So if this is the first time you've seen any heat embossing done, we have what we call Versamark ink. And the Versamark ink is fantastic for being able to, it's a sticky ink and it allows our embossing powder to stick to our Versamark ink. And then we heat it and it turns beautiful. Okay, I'm going to end up with embossing powder all over me here. Okay, I think I'm just going to do that. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do that and use my heat gun and emboss that. So now with our heat gun, we use it on our number 2 heat setting, which is the hottest heat setting. Be careful not to burn yourself. They do get quite hot. And I like to heat from underneath. Sounds like we've got British weather, maybe. I was talking to my dad the other day and he said apparently there's a lot of rain on its way. He was telling me that before the weekend. No, at the beginning of the week, he was telling me. And I mean, like on Monday, it was boiling hot here. It was like a super, super hot day. And then Monday afternoon, it came in a bit rainy and miserable. And now it's just like drizzling, miserable weather that you just want to stay inside. But that's okay. We can craft. Doesn't bother me because I can stay inside and craft. And who doesn't like doing that? Okay. So we've got some gorgeous embossing there. Like that. Now I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop that aside and let that cool down. I'm going to run these through my cut and emboss, and I think I'm going to do maybe this one in Pool Party. So I could actually do it in that layer there. Are you seeing this, everyone? I'm using that to to cut it out, because every time I do a live video, someone says to me, you could have cut that out of that layer. And I don't normally do it because I'm on a live video and it's easier just to run it through and not worry. But I've decided to be frugal today and do it. So I'm going to do it like that. So I've got my cut and emboss machine. I have my magnetic plate. Apologies, but I do have my magnetic plate because I like using my magnetic plate. And I'm just going to pop a cutting pad over the top and I'm going to run that one through. So that's actually like the shadow part of this card. Okay. So we have this, which is super cute. And I'm going to use this layer still for the front of my card. And I think I'm going to do the happy just in white. So I've got some scrap white over here that I could probably do it with. Let me see. Yeah, I do. I'll pop a scrap bit of white on there and run that through, which is just big enough to do. Like that. Okay. And so then we have the word happy to go on top of that shadow. So you can see there, we're going to have that. Okay. Gorgeous. All right. So let's take that cut and emboss out of the way. All right, so we have that. We have that. Okay, now I'm actually going to use probably some of my blends here just to do a little bit of blending. So I'm going to grab out my Pool Party because I just want to add a little bit of a hint of colour to these gorgeous flowers. So I'm going to, with my light Pool Party blend, I'm just going to colour, wrong end, just going to colour all of the flower with the light blend. Now remembering that we have heat embossed. Now if we color on top of the heat embossing, it can make it go a little bit dull, which I just did there in that little bit there. But I mean, it's totally up to you whether you have an issue with that. If you don't have an issue with it, you can color straight over the top. And the reason why that happens is our blends are permanent ink. So because they're permanent ink, they will actually color on that embossing. So you need to be aware of that. Depending on what color you're actually going to color with, you have to be careful because, yeah, they will tend to dull that foil embossing look. So you can either be careful and not go over your embossed look, or you can just go over it and not worry about whether it actually does that or not. So I'm just going to do the whole 3 lots of the flowers. This is the first time I've played with this set too, mind you. I bought it because when I first seen it, I was like, I definitely want that set because it's gorgeous. And it is actually one of my retreat optional classes. So I do have to get myself motivated and design my retreat classes. All right, so we have that. I'm then going to, just in that little middle part, I'm going to do the darker pool party, just in that little middle part to set off the inside of the flower a little bit. Same with that one there. And that one there. And we do have a flower peeking in here, so we need to color that one. Okay, and now also with that dark, I'm now actually going to add a little bit of dark just coming out of the center of those panels, just to add a little bit of shading to those flower petals to make it look a little bit more graduated with the color a little bit. Okay, and then I'll go back through again with my light and just the ball tip end and just blend. And that just adds a little bit of depth and a little bit of graduation with that color to those flowers. Okay, so you can see there, I'll bring that up a little bit closer. So you can see it just adds, whoops, and I missed that one. It just adds a little bit more depth to your petals because you can see that graduated coloring look. All right, so we're just going to do that with all of them quickly. Okay. It's raining in Washington as well. You mean we sent the rain all the way over there? So just a little bit of an update on our state and what's happening with that dreaded virus. We're actually out of lockdown now. Our whole entire state is out of lockdown. The people from Greater Sydney are not allowed to travel to our regional areas because our regional areas, our vaccination rates are down a little bit lower. Mainly because when Sydney had the major outbreak of Delta, all of our vaccinations, or the majority of our vaccinations, got sent through to Sydney because they were in a catastrophic situation with the virus. So we're now trying to get our vaccination rates up, and the scariest part is the younger kids who are like my girls, there was no vaccinations for their age group for quite a while. And so they're sort of the ones that are lingering and trying to get vaccinated now, which is a bit of a scary thought when the whole entire state has opened up. But they have stopped people from traveling to our areas from the Greater Sydney area to try and protect us a little bit because of our vaccination rates that are down lower. So hopefully we can get on top of it and we can start to live some sort of normal. Yeah, well, Karen, you may actually get to see a bit of snow being in Glen Innes. I've actually, seeing as our incentive trip unfortunately was cancelled, and I'm just going to use my dark pool party on these little round. So seeing as our incentive trip has been cancelled, I'm going to the snow with 4 of us are going. My eldest daughter, my youngest daughter, and my youngest daughter's boyfriend, and the 4 of us are all going to go on a snow trip. So we're super excited. They're budgeting at the moment to save their money, and we're going to go and have a snow trip together. All right. So I have that, which I think is super, super stunning. But I actually do want to add something a little bit more to this. And this is something that, and I was listening here, looking at the comments there when we were talking about dry embossing. I actually want to emboss this layer as well, just to add a little bit more texture to the card. So I'm just going to grab out my embossing folders, and I have an embossing folder in here which I super, super love, and it's this one here. It's the Time Worn Type embossing folder. So I'm actually going to run that through in that, and you'll see that it will just add a little bit more texture in behind there. So I'm just going to grab my cut and emboss machine again and bring that in. And I will grab my number 1 plate and my grey number 4 plate. Now, when you're embossing and doing dry embossing, our embossing folders are designed that when you have the Stampin' Up! Emblem up facing you, that is the top of your layer of cardstock. So that's the right way up. You always put the fold going through your embossing folder first, so you don't crack it along that fold, because sometimes you only ever run it through one direction. So you pop your plate on top. So I've got my base plate number 1, my embossing folder with the cardstock in it, with the fold going through the embossing machine first, and my number 4 on top, and then you just run that through. Now, you don't ever run it back through the other way, because if you run it back through the other way, you have the chance of maybe damaging your embossing folder, because if for some reason it's not quite level and you run it back through the other way, it could put pressure on that folder and actually crack your embossing folder, and you don't want that to happen. So I've just done that. And now we've got a little bit of texture in behind, but we've still got our gorgeous embossing and our colouring, but we've got the texture in behind. And sometimes just adding that hint of texture to a card makes such a difference when it comes to your crafting. And it's a simple little trick that I do quite often, but it can actually really, really make a difference to your crafting and to the way your cards look. All right, so I'm now going to pop that onto that pool party layer. Nicole's saying, I love that. Yeah, it's just a different look that you can do. The problem is, though, you've got to do it after you've stamped and coloured, because if you do it beforehand, then it's very hard to stamp over the top. You can on some of the embossing folders, you can still stamp over the top, depending on how detailed that embossing folder is, or yeah, sometimes you can. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Now we have our word happy. And I think I'm just going to pop the word happy up here. And I feel like I need a little bit of, oh, do I want to do it that way, or do I want to do it, ooh, this way? Look at that. We could do it that way. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to glue this on for a start. So I'm going to grab one of my silicone mats, and I'm going to show you my cute little handy dandy trick. So I have a little sponge that I have put together with just an office clip, and I'm going to squirt a little bit of glue just up in the corner of that silicone craft sheet. Now, we sell these silicone craft sheets, and they are simply a must in your craft room. So I'm now going to spread out that glue on my sponge and then dab it onto the back of that die cut. Okay, this way you don't get glue all over your fingers,
you get a good even spreading of glue, and then we're just going to layer that on top of that. So just like that. And because we've got our liquid glue, we've got that wiggle room to be able to line it up, but super, super easy to be able to line it up. Vertical looks good, Kim. I think I might go vertical too. I think I like the look of the vertical look. All right, so it's looking nice like that, but yes, once again, everyone knows me. I like a bit of ribbon, and I don't know whether Sue's on here this morning, but she laughs at me every time I do this because I put ribbons and bows on everything. But I'm actually going to use our gorgeous pool party. It's called sheer ribbon. Laurie, you're going to try that technique? Please feel free to share a picture with me. If you try the technique and you love it, please feel free to share a picture with me. Pop a picture over onto my Facebook page or send it to me in Messenger. I'm just trying to find my glue at the moment. There it is. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of Seal Plus on the back there for that ribbon to pop into. So I'm going to do a bow, a bit of ribbon going down that way. Okay. And believe it or not, I have my good scissors here. Can you believe it? I have my good scissors right near here on my bench. For once I don't have, well, I do have the other ones. They're always here. All right, so I'm going to pop that up onto some dimensionals. You have the silicone mat for adhesive? Yeah, it's a great thing to have in your craft room. It's also good that if you've put adhesive on something and then you've forgotten to stamp something and you've already put your liquid glue or whatever, you can pop it down onto that silicone mat and then just peel it back up. As soon as you've done what you need to do, peel it back up, which is fantastic. Or if you've got Seal Plus on the back, you've popped a ribbon on and then you want to do something else on the front, you can pop it down onto your silicone mat and it will come back up. And even hot glue, I was using some hot glue with my wreath class just recently, a couple of weeks ago, and all the hot glue that we stuck onto the silicone mat just peeled straight back up off it, which is fantastic. And another thing, to clean them, you just roll the glue up. Once the glue dries, you just roll the glue up, and it's a little bit like, you know, that sticky little gluey stuff that they put on the front of magazines to hold something on the front of a magazine. And then you just, with your, I've got hand sanitizer spray. So I'm just going to hover that above where I think it needs to be and pop it down. I've got a hand sanitizer spray and I just spray it with my hand sanitizer spray. And then I'm just going to, with some mini glue dots, mini dimensionals, I'm going to pop some mini dimensionals because I want that to be popped up on my card. So I'm just going to pop a few minis around to pop that up. Now, one of the things when you've got a sentiment like this, when you've got like the long ends to your P's and your H's, make sure you pop some mini dimensionals on those as well, because if you don't, they can tend to sag and it can be a little bit disappointing on your card. Okay, I think that's about enough. All right, so I'm just going to flip off the backings off those. So you can see here, just by stamping once, a little bit of colouring and then your die cut, how you can get a really nice card, but we haven't actually had to do a lot of work. Hey, Bonnie, how are you? Keeps getting better. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that straight over the top of where my ribbon is there and pop it up on my card. Okay, so now, of course, we definitely need a bow, because why not? We can have a bow. So I'm just going to tie a cute little bow. And this ribbon is gorgeous because it's so sheer. It adds a little bit of ribbon to your card, but it doesn't overpower it, because you really, like in a gorgeous card like this one, you really want the focus to be on the gorgeous die cut words and the beautiful embossed flower image. So you don't want to overpower it too much that people's eyes are just looking at your bow and not actually at all the detail that's gone into that card. I'm just going to do that. And of course, my handy trick, I'm just going to pop a little bit of Seal Plus there for my bow to pop into. Okay. And another handy trick, can you see here how my bow's moving? Okay. Another trick for you people. When you've got a bow that wants to move like that, I'm just going to grab one little glue dot on the end of my Take Your Pick tool. Now, if you don't have a Take Your Pick tool, my question to you is, why not? It is the Swiss Army knife tool of stamping. So it has a putty end that you can pick up little rhinestones and sequins and things, but it also has a pokey tool end. It can swap. It's got a spatula end. It's got also a stylus end that you can pull this out and pop it in. You can also interchange the putty top, and you can have like this gorgeous brush tip end, which is this one here. Brush tip end for doing your die cutting and getting your pieces out. It's the Swiss Army knife of crafting. Now, if I don't want that bow to be moving backwards and forwards, I'm just going to lift up where it's sitting, pop that glue dot in underneath. Okay, can you now see that bow's not moving? Look, doesn't move. It's sitting there. It's all in place exactly where we want it to be. All right, so now what we're going to do is we've got this gorgeous insert. And I think what I'm going to do is, instead of embossing, I'm now going to use my trick. Instead of embossing, I don't want to get out the Versamark again and do more embossing. I'm just going to use my Smoky Slate ink. I'm going to grab my Pierce mat. Again, oh, there it is. I was going to say wherever I put it. I'm going to grab my Pierce mat, and I'm going to just stamp this flower just with a little bit of Smoky Slate, and it's going to look a little bit like silver anyway. Okay, so we're going to ink it up, and I'm just going to stamp that just down there in that bottom corner. Okay. And then I'm actually going to, I'm going to color it a little bit with my blend, because I've got a beautiful big flower there. So I've got my, oh, there's my light one. Just going to color with my light blend. I finally had all my desk cleaned up out here this morning. I was as neat as, because I've got one of my team members is coming over today to help me get my retreats prepped, because my retreats, due to borders being closed and due to people not being able to travel, and due to the new rules with vaccination rules here in New South Wales, that people that aren't vaccinated are not allowed into businesses at the moment that aren't essential businesses. So it's changed my whole thing that I have to do with prepping now, and I've got to prep a lot more to what I would have normally done. So yeah, I've got a team member that's coming today, and we're going to get stuck into prepping as much as we possibly can, but it's now created weeks of work for me that I would not have normally done, because normally if people had been coming in person, all of the die cutting, all of the embossing, all of everything would have been done by them. And now I have to try and prep it that if they don't have some of the items. Luckily, some people are my team members, so my team members actually do have the bundles. For the people that are actually doing it in a box, they're going to get a list of the items that they're going to need anyway. So, but yeah, so it's changed everything as far as what I was doing. So my life just got a little bit busier. And of course, I'm on here doing a live video when I should be prepping things, but you know, had to spend time with a few of my crafty peeps beforehand. Have I heard of Cry Cut products? Yes, I have. Yeah. I don't use them because I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So because I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I have dies and I do everything with my dies. Okay, so I'm just going to, I've got that with that flower. Do those. Now, if you're thinking of purchasing any of the products and you want to know how to shop with me, all you need to do is go over to my website, which is stampinwithdonnag.com, and click on the Shop Now tab, and you can access my online shop through my website. Over on my website, you see absolutely everything that I do. So if you are over there, you can check out some of the latest videos that I've done, blog posts, you name it, you can find it over there. So if you wanted to shop with me online, you can go over there. You can also find my tutorials, my global creative tutorial bundles over there for sale. All right, so we need just a little bit of bling on this because I feel like it just needs a little bit more of bling. And seeing as I have my in color gems here, I'm actually going to use my soft succulent gems because, believe it or not, soft succulent and pool party are quite similar. So I'm just going to pop some of those gems just in the middle of my flowers there. And that's just going to add a little bit more bling to that card. Okay. There you have it. What do you think? Give me the thumbs up if you think that that was a really, really quick, nice, awesome, gorgeous card using our Words of Cheer bundle. Please give me the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel or followed my business page, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button and make sure that you hit the follow on Facebook so that you get to see anything that I do. I'm back to work tomorrow, so probably won't see you live tomorrow. I won't be live tomorrow, friend, because I actually have to do hairdressing work tomorrow. It's one of my things that I got to do hairdressing work tomorrow. I love my clients, don't get me wrong. I've been a hairdresser for 36 years. But yes, now that we're back out of lockdown, it's a day back at work for me again on Friday. So I won't be live tomorrow. I probably will be live on Saturday morning. Thanks for the thumbs up, Karen. I probably will be live on Saturday morning. I'll be live sometime over the weekend. It'll be in the morning. Yes, exactly. Work, the bane of our existence, and that is exactly true. We have to work to make money. I mean, I'm so fortunate that Stampin' Up! Is my full-time job. My hairdressing is just one day a week. So, but the only reason that I am probably a little bit like that is that it takes me away from crafting, and I like to be crafting. So, so thank you everyone for watching today. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. If you're interested in the Words of Cheer bundle, then please jump onto my online store. As I said, you can find the links in the show more box down below, or you can just go to stampinwithdonnag.com over to my website. Laura says, I'm a customer host Walmart. Yeah. No worries. I am so happy to be able to share my crafting and share my inspiration with you all. As I said, if you're thinking about doing the Love Santa Tag Kit class, the link is in the description. Please click on that link and register. Everything you need to do, if you just click on that link, it'll take you exactly where you need to be able to register for the class. Registrations for that Love Santa Tag Kit class. It's going to be a class via Zoom, 2.5 hours, sitting, crafting and chatting with other crafty people and showing you some different ideas of what you can do with that kit. You will get the kit, the bags, and a 2.5 hour Zoom class with me, all for the price of $45. So please make sure that you hit that registration link if that's what you want to do. You want to join me for that crafty session. It will be held on the 3rd of November, which is, I think it's a Sunday night. Am I correct? Or it could be a midweek. Hang on and I'll have a look.
I need to check out and see what date it is. It's a Wednesday night. Okay, so if you're interested, yeah, please click on that link and register. Registrations will be closing in about 6 days. So the sooner you register, the sooner I can order your product and make sure that you've got them in time. If you haven't got them in time, it will be a crafting session that will be recorded, and you will get the link through an email if you if you wanted to catch up on the replay. Okay, so thank you everybody, and have a great day. Stay safe, stay well, and until next time I see you, bye for now.